This was something that was shown first at Computex a couple years ago. This is the second version of it, and let me explain what you see in front of you. 2011 Macbook Pro, just like the upcoming Ivy Bridge boards, it's got the Thunderbolt as far as output is concerned. But what it is that this is an external enclosure. Inside there is a 5770 graphics card, or 6770. It's basically the same thing. It is much like a external hard drive enclosure, right? It's got a power brick, and it's, as you can see, it's running Heaven, you know, DX11 benchmark, and you wouldn't be able to do that with the integrated graphics on here. No way. Even upcoming Ivy Bridge, you still wouldn't be able to run it in any decent form. And what this is that it's an external enclosure. You could fit any dual slot graphics card that fits in there. Obviously, when the final version is out, this will be there will be guidelines on what size, but roughly it's 20 centimeters in terms of the length of the graphics card. The other requirement is that the graphics card needs to be no more than 150 watts. In other words, 75 watts from the PCIe lane, 75 watts from the 6-pin power. No matter, no more, because the power brick is actually this. But if you feel that it's actually quite warm, and this thing puts out 150 watts, and one of the things is that, and the obvious question is, how come you don't make it more powerful to support a larger graphics card? The reason is that the more power you introduce, the more problems it becomes. Warranty, stability, all that stuff. Introduces a whole host of issues.
Now, is it USB interface or?
No, Thunderbolt.
No,
Thunderbolt. So
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt interface. As far as output is concerned, it's just whatever the graphics card will output. So that will be kind of like later on. If you buy like NVIDIA cards, the output option is different than AMD, for example. And then, as far as the system is concerned, it's running Windows. So this is actually a Macbook Pro, but it's running Windows, and there's a reason for this, and that's because, as far as the OS is concerned, it thinks this is a desktop system with a PCIe discrete graphics card. So we are using a desktop driver.
No, I understand.
For obvious reasons, this won't be running Mac OS 10, because Mac is a little more tight on the driver stuff, and then it's not there's no official NVIDIA or AMD drivers out,
Correct.
But when the driver, on a hardware level, everything is ready. Everything you see in front of you is ready. This is actually demoed at IDF privately by Intel. But now it's we can show it at CES, and then this is a moving forward, more or less this is ready. I would say I don't have any pricing information. If I were to take a wild guess, I would say maybe like $100 to $150 for the enclosure, and then you just buy whatever graphics card you want to throw in there, But if you look at it from a mobile perspective, you can have that's the Ultrabook with Thunderbolt, and you can have a very portable, lightweight, powerful notebook on the go. And when you're at home, you have graphics expansion capability. You can take advantage of Infinity and split it using 3 outputs, for example. Or if the driver allows, you could do even 4 outputs, 3 on the graphics card, 1 on the display. As long as the driver can split that properly. As far as availability, it should be first half of this year. I don't know when, because obviously it depends on when Ultrabooks and to a more important extent, when Thunderbolt is more widely adopted. So.
Well, because a little bit more mature.
Exactly.
Understood.
And it has, I completely forgot, but the name is GUS, GUS, Graphic Upgrade System, but you could call it GUS, like HAL.
And this is GUS II, the
original one that was at Computex 2 years ago. That was GUS. That was GUS 1, or just GUS at the point. It wasn't GUS 1, but now you call it GUS 1. And in the original version, the reason why it wasn't as widely adopted also was because it was using a PCI Express card, and the Express card, because it's not like hardwired in terms of PCIe lanes, it's a lot slower. There's like basically lag.
Yeah.
Well.